everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hello lovely crafters, welcome to my office. Today you will be my client and I'm your architect. So I'm proposing a dollhouse design just for you in retro modern style. So we learned that design is a problem solving. So I'm gonna show you how to make a dollhouse in proper design, budget and structure. And in this video, we're gonna start to make the one-story house. It's about like this. So I made the model first for the whole house area. Then you can combine it with the two-story house later. It's gonna be a really long video because I need to explain it part by part. I hope you don't get bored. So let's get started. Well, it's a house project. What would you expect from a short video? So these are the patterns, screenshot it. We're gonna build it out of 3mm cardboard because I think it's the cheapest and the most reasonable material. To measure a quite big piece, even though it's a simple rectangle, I need several kind of rulers. So I'm drawing 36 by 90 centimeters rectangle. This is the first mark, and then draw the long line and check again whether it's perfectly 90 centimeters. Turns out this is the right mark. Check again whether it's 36 centimeters. And if you think everything is right, cut it using a freshly sharp cutter. The sharper, the less effort you need. This kind of ruler can be also useful. I'm gonna use it to get rid some broken part of the cardboard before I use it. And then I'm going to draw 36 by 36 centimeters square. Of course, it's easier than before because it's smaller. But still, you have to double check everything to make sure everything is in the right angle. So drawing a big square or rectangle is not as easy as when you draw it on a small book. The bigger the size, the bigger error may appear. Even 1 centimeter error counts. And another cutting tips, except using a sharp knife, use a cutting board like this. Don't do it right on a hard floor because it will make your knife dull easily. So this is wall B, and you need to make it double just like any other part of the pattern because we need to make it thick and structured like this. So this is how I do it using pieces of cardboard in this size. You can use whether hot glue or white glue, but of course white glue needs some more time to dry. Well, I want to make it quick for this part because I have so many other parts to do. Of course, you can add some more cardboard pieces than mine if you'd like to make a stronger structure, but I think it will be enough. And then let's cover it like this, just like any other part of the pattern. To finish this kinda difficult part, use white glue and a brush. This time we need something that doesn't dry so fast. Don't forget to pick the smoother side of the cardboard to be outside. And yes, it's not gonna be easy to find the perfect position. In fact, it's not gonna be perfect. Don't worry, we can fix it later. Just let it dry first. Press it using some heavy books and leave it overnight, while you can finish the other walls. this is the floor. The size is exactly the same as the ceiling, so make it 2. And I hope you quite like to read, so you have enough heavy books at home. I mean literally heavy, not the heavy topic. And after an overnight later, these are what I got. Let's find some flaws and easily fix it using a sharp cutter. If you find it hard, it's not about you. It's the cutter. Maybe it's not sharp enough. Look, I can do it easily just like peeling a fruit. I'm so happy my small pieces are perfect already. I don't have to fix them. Let's put them all together. If you don't have enough gut to do it with hot glue, just do it with white glue. You can still move the position a little bit if you're using white glue, but it's not gonna happen if you're using hot glue. So yeah, you need a little gut. But the good thing is, hot glue dries really fast. And that's what I need for right now. I just can't wait to finish the whole house. So this is the entrance part of the house. And next we need to cover some ugly texture of the cardboard using some thin paper. If you want it to be in exact color as the original cardboard, just peel a long piece of cardboard like this and use it to cover the texture. Anyway, I'm too lazy to find another thin paper in other color and then I have to paint it later. I just like to show some genuine color of the cardboard. And it's some kind of budget saving solution because I don't want to paint the whole house. Because honestly, scale 1/6 for a house is quite big, even for a small house. So yeah, you need to spare some space in your house if you decide to build a Barbie house. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you, I'm finishing all the texture covering using white glue. Don't use hot glue because you need to touch it here and there with your fingers. And don't be afraid to use too much glue to fix the flaws because it's not gonna be seen later anyway. Everything will go transparent. And if you decide to paint it, you have to wait for it to dry completely. And I'm going to paint only the interior side of the house. I'm using acrylic paint and some sponge brushes. And here's the result after 2 layers of paint. And of course, it doesn't have to be white. You can use your any favorite color. You can double layer the paint after the first layer gets dried. And of course, you can glue these parts to the floor easily because it's just a simple shape, but you need a little more attention to make it neat for the entrance part. To avoid some error, I redraw the pattern on the floor. I remeasure every distance carefully and draw it on the floor like this, just to make sure that I glue it on the very right spot. And this is the space for walls. See? You need to remeasure this distance before making this last wall. And just put it there just like this. Well, I'm trying the size before putting the glue on. Look, it's perfect already even with no glue. But of course I need to glue it. And then let's continue to finish the floor using some wallpaper sticker. It's so easy to use and to cut because it's got some grits on the back of the paper. But still, to avoid some wrinkling paper, I cut it into long pieces like this. Because it's not so easy to put a large piece of sticker on a surface. So this is the best and easier way to do. exactly the same to the ceiling, it's just I cut the sticker into larger pieces, well, just to make it quicker. And yes, you can use any other color and pattern you like. I don't want to buy too many different material to make it. So I think you're done with the basic shape of the house. Let's continue to the next video to talk about the electrical planning and other details. I'm not gonna say goodbye right now because it's not goodbye. It's still an awfully long way to go. I see you in the video part 2. Seriously, I mean it. See you there.